Hello, everyone. My name is Hannah. I've been a youth leader and advocate for years, and it is such an honor and so surreal to be speaking here at the Global Leadership Summit. But today, I want to talk to you about my bumpy path in advocacy and leadership. Now, I'll bet that at least half of the girls calling in have had troubles in their leadership journey or foresee troubles in their journey. Some of you might know how to overcome them, others might not. When I started, I did not. I learned various lessons through trial and error, failure and success, and sometimes more brutally than I had expected. So, to all the leaders in this summit, let me talk to you about my journey and the lessons I've learned and the obstacles I want you to watch out for. One of the first problems that I encountered was my fear of my peers or just people in general making fun of me for campaigning or pushing a cause, and to be honest, it's a pretty valid concern. Lots of peers might find your work weird or cringe, but listen to this. Instead of taking it as a sign to sit down and stop talking, take it as a challenge to get that person to care more about your cause, related to items or topics they think are important, because sometimes you may get your strongest supporters this way. A second one was my fear of talking to new people. In leadership and advocacy, networking is a must, and it is really terrifying and really awkward sometimes, even for me. But understand that A, the person obviously doesn't bite. B, if anything, they'll welcome a new voice into the conversation. And finally, C, if they're at a public event, they're probably open to networking. And the worst they can do is just not talk to you. But third is a lack of self-confidence, and one of the most important obstacles I want to address. Let's say you're running for a leadership position, but decide not to because you're scared that people might not like your ideas, accept your opinions, and ultimately not vote for you. It's not embarrassing to lose an election. I've honestly lost way more than I can count. Just know it's more of a stepping stone in your learning journey. B, if you don't stand up for your views, there's no guarantee somebody else will. You can't exactly bet on a rolling dice that the person who happens to get elected in your stead will think the exact same way you think, believe in the same things you believe in, and basically be you, except actually elected because they decided to take that chance. That's why instead of waiting on someone else, do it yourself. Because not only do you prove yourself to be a great leader, but you prove that you have the potential to become a change maker. And last but not least, thinking you're not good enough to be a leader. While I was volunteering at youth summits and talking to students all across the nation, I heard this time and time again. But what most people don't realize is that in leadership, everybody starts at the bottom of the ladder. Everyone has the same potential. It only matters how you use that potential and if you act on it. Only then can you climb rung after rung to get to higher opportunities and make bigger impacts. Finally, I want to end this speech on a little anecdote of mine. For me, the journey of leadership and advocacy didn't start with a loud, confident voice that I'm using right now. It started with very small and very uncertain steps. I used to struggle a lot with public speaking due to a stutter that made me doubt whether or not my voice would ever actually be heard. And in a world that moves so fast, it's pretty easy to feel left behind when your words can't quite keep up. But thankfully, I was able to find my voice again by going to public speaking competitions over and over again, putting myself in situations where I would typically feel insecure, because to me, it's about showing up when you feel like your voice is too small or your words are too slow. And over time, through practice and patience and more practice, I turned that struggle into a strength and a story. So when I tell you leaders to go outside of your comfort zone, just like what I did, trust me, that's one of the quickest ways someone can improve. And everything after that will just start to feel like habit. I also encourage you all to use Girl Up's many resources. Girl Up Academy, attend Girl Up summits just like this one, join regional coalitions, start your own club, host your own fundraiser, so on and so forth. Keep going, even when all the odds are stacked against you, because that's exactly when your words, your leadership, and your advocacy matter the most. Thank you.